Great. So, welcome once again to our Positive Mindset Institute seminar. It's always inspiring to see how um, our community keeps growing because every time we have new faces, new attendees, and we are also growing in depth and awareness. So, tonight we'll explore one of the most subtle yet powerful laws of personal transformation, the law of inner conversation. Because as you soon realize, your life always follow the direction of your most dominant internal dialogue. We said it before, and we are saying it again today because that is true. And our topic is highways of the inner world. Flip the inner conversations to change your life. Look, think of your mind as a network of highways, thousands of thoughts speeding every minute, every seconds. Some lead towards abundance, great determination, courage, but others toward worry, fear, and the limitations, right? So the secret transformation is not fighting the old traffic, but simply replacing it with redirecting it, right, to the right highway. So changing the of your inner conversations changes the destinations of your outer life. And Neville Goddard once said, change your conversation with yourself and will change your world. It seems simple, just a simple quote, but it's not that simple, especially in practice. Anyway, that's what we will develop tonight. So as always, I would urge you all to open your heart. Keep your notes ready as well. As always, I already have my documents and my pen, right? And listen, not only with your ears, but with your awareness. Listen deeply because by the end of this session, you will have tools to flip your inner story, your inner dialogue, and therefore your outer result. With that, as always, I'm honored to welcome my brother in Grove, Jerome, who will take us deeper into this powerful exploration. And thank you so much, Jerome. So over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, dear Dr. Meda. I am really excited to be here, and it is such a great pleasure for me uh, because this is a favor from the universe. Okay, being always healthy and sure is not, it is not granted. Okay? It's not something that any one of us has to take it for granted. We want to always be grateful for such a gift. And I am over the moon because we're going to cover one of the powerful concepts I've ever heard, which is highways of the inner world. This is so important. This is so powerful. You know, duality is an inherent condition of life. Everything that exists is double. Everything in the universe that exists is double, right? And man is a dual creation with contrary principle embedded in his nature. And before we started this session, we were conversing and you shared with us your opinion about this concept. And it truly resonated with me because this is exactly what it is about. I wanna, for the second time, I wanna dive into the scriptures because I do not find a perfect illustration of what highways of inner world would look like. Okay, and so I want to take us through the scriptures precisely in the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 22 to 23. I think, yes, 22, 23. Okay. So I'm gonna read it to you. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, wherefore do I live? And she went to inquire of Jehovah. And Jehovah said unto her, two nations are in thee wonder. Two nations are in thee womb. And two people shall be separated from thee bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. This is the perfect illustration of what inner world is about. Two nations. See, the greatest battle that you ever encounter is your self battle. Right now, there is like a war, a great struggle inside of yourself, inside of you. There is actually two persons. And inner conversations, this is the perfect illustration of our identity. It's not sufficient to proclaim, to decree things, and to see them happen. No. Most of the time, when you decree something, when you affirm something, when you proclaim something, before it happens, it goes back, okay, to confront your inner conversation. It has to. And if your inner conversation is not in alignment with what you proclaim or decree, it will never happen. Never, ever. This is such a word even failed me to describe it. This is such a powerful concept. Really magnificent. Inner conversation. There are two people inside of us constantly struggling, fighting against one another. And if you do not choose, okay, to go for the person which aligns best your future, your self-future, you're not going to win. two nations. I've come to realize that inner conversation is the best illustration, okay, of our identity. It is the perfect reflection of our identity. Last time we talked about identity. We talked about identity last time, if you remember. But the perfect indicator, right, of our identity is is our inner conversation. Because it was inner conversation lies deep down inside of us. And it happens. You may realize that it's happened with yourself. Sometimes you can find people, okay, they are going for walk in the street, but they are speaking to no one, nobody. They are just speaking to the self. It is like self-talk. And you understand, I mean, it is crazy. Sometimes you say it is crazy. This guy is speaking to no one, is talking to no one, nobody. Okay, it is done. This is what inner conversation is about. The constant self-talk nurturing, you developing, okay? Without your will, without your consent. It is very strange. Dr. Meda, yes, we're human beings, and sometimes the going gets tough, really tough for every one of us. Let us get real, every one of us. And you find yourself developing inner conversation which are not, okay, reflecting who you pretend to be or what you pretend to accomplish. It happens every time. We always developing. We always watering in our garden. Deep down in our garden, we watering those conversations permanently. But with our mouth, we are affirming the contrary. And when they confront, there is a big struggle, big battle. Some may call it the terror barrier. Every time that you want something different from what you are used to experience as a reality, the battle start off. The battle automatically start off. Without your consent, it start off. You may be feeling, okay, you may be developing resentment, anger, etc. About some people. But even though you proclaim that you forgive them, you still realize that, your inner conversation are still, okay, emphasizing, rooting inside of you. And that's what it is said in the Bible, that if you believe in your heart, why God said that? Why Jesus said that? Because very often we are affirming, I want this, yes, I believe, I do this with our mouth. But deep down inside of us, this is the opposite. Total opposite. Opposite. And the first thing God looks at when when we set a goal, really, and we are determined to accomplish it, to make it come true, the first thing he look at it is our heart, is our inner conversation. Until the inner conversation match what we are affirming, we're not going to get the results. This is a principle, guys. This is the secret. That's why Neville Goddard said that the secret is the feeling. The secret to manifest anything is the feeling. And to feel that you already have it, your inner conversation should be aligned. Yes, you can never feel something that you pretend to have or to manifest if your inner conversation are in the opposite of it. It's not possible to, it's just impossible. So the secret is the feeling. So we have to get rid of the contradictory inner conversation in regard with our goal, whatever it is that we desire to manifest. It is so powerful. It is so powerful and so misunderstood. We want to go deep down. We checking in, the human, who we are. This is very paramount. Inner conversation. How do we come to develop, inner conversation, negative inner conversation, or contradictory inner conversation, opposite inner conversation? The response lies in our identity. It is a reflection. So if you want to check your identity, look at your inner conversation. Yes, pay attention to your inner conversation. What are the conversations you're having in the secrets of your heart? What are those inner conversations? It's like a little voice, okay? Sometimes the voice is so loud that you can hear. You lose yourself. Sometimes you get lost. And the voice is so dominant. It becomes dominant. And it can take control over you, over your whole mindset, and become your master. Believe me. Yes, it can become your giant. Right? We want to kill those negative inner conversations. We want to cut them off. Get rid of them before we condition are set to receive whatever we ask for. Inner conversation. This is the picture of our identity. It is the clear picture of our identity. Inner conversation. What are the conversations you are developing? Okay, you are nurturing. You are watering in the secret garden of your heart. When there is nobody around, what are those inner conversations? Because to have something, we do not have what we ask for. No, we do not get what we ask for. We get what we believe it is true. And if your belief system is not okay, if your inner conversation do not match your belief system, then it will block, it will become the biggest obstacles for you to manifest whatever it is that you desire. Such a great topic. Two nations, younger and the elder. Yes, younger and the elder. And let me tell you something. The elder is the wrong, is the negative voice, is the negative inner conversation you're having. That's the elder the Bible talk about, right? The Bible said, okay, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. The elders shall serve the younger. The elders shall serve the younger. Because most of the time the voice becomes so strong, powerful, that you lose control over your destiny, over your reality, your 3D. You lose total control and you start believing, confirming your behavior, your identity, your attitude, okay, with those inner conversation, with this big voice. And you start dying. You die. You die. You die. Okay, the younger died. The younger died. That's what happens inside of us. But how do we develop those inner conversations? It happens throughout, okay, our experiences of life, environments, okay, childhood, etc., etc. This is really the old paradigm that you need to get rid of. This is it. The old conditioning. Remember that the last time we talked about the doors that we need to close before having getting our prayers answered. Okay? Anything that you hear, you see, you taste, you smell, you touch, okay, leaves an impression within you. Okay? Leaves an impression within you. And over the time, in the long run, it builds up another person, different from your real identity. That's how we build inner conversation. We build them over the time, in the course of time. Right? Everything we're hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, leaves an impression deep down inside of us and becomes a person, a giant. And over the time, in the course of time, whatever you want to do, it will say, stop. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And it will be pop-up every time, every time. But we have solution. We can really flip our inner conversation to match our desire, so that the second person serves us. We can do it through raising our awareness. We can do that. It's not just about affirming. It's not just about proclaiming, decreeing. No, it's not just about that. It goes beyond that. It is all about our awareness. Let there be light. God said that. Let there be light. Yes, let there be light. And I remember he's gone now, God bless him. Bob Proto used to say that he could never understand why is it that children, uh, yes, I think children, yes, children, okay, fear darkness. But he could never understand why, as adults, we fear light. It is crazy, right? So we need to raise our awareness. Awareness is what we believe, what we think, and what we accept as true. Three dimensions, three components. Awareness, your awareness, okay, consists of three major things. The first one is your belief system, what you believe. Second, what you think. What are the thoughts governing your life? And last but not least, what do you accept as true? What do you accept as true? People are affirming. People are just sending out anything they want. We got a lot of information going on in the world right now. What do you pick to accept as true among the ocean of information we have? That's going to determine your awareness. That's going to determine how aware you are. This is so powerful. And regarding the belief system, if you frequently reevaluate your belief system about a situation, something, your belief will change. We just need to frequently reevaluate it. We'll reevaluate it constantly over and over again. And we change our belief system constantly. And by changing our belief system, we shift our awareness. And then you become a master thinker. A master thinker. I'm going to tell you, it's not an easy task to perform, but it is achievable. It is not impossible. It is achievable. It is achievable if we are in the right environment, if we have the best tools, okay? The best with the right tools, with the right and professional coaching. We want to make it happen. We want to shift completely our awareness and become aware and get rid of the negative inner conversation, which is the signal, okay? The channel through which we communicate with God. Unknowingly. Yes. Some of us do that without even realizing it. Unknowingly. Most of the time we do that. The voice keep raising. The voice keep, raising every time. I remember like it was yesterday. I was walking in the street, down the street, and the voice just started because I've got to go, and I was reflecting about how I'm going to manifest it, but the voice started raising. Come on, be real, get real. Do you think that it is achievable? In the way it just started questioning me over and over. And I said, since I know that this voice is not the one which will serve me, I refuse to obey. I reject it. Automatically, I just reject it. I reject it, simply reject it. Persistently, not just for once, but persistently. But I reject it. Reject it. I reject it. And I write some verse, some scriptures to back up my mechanism. You know that yes, my mechanism to really get rid of those of this voice, because it's kept, you know, raising, kept raising. Inner conversation, it is our identity. We can measure, you can measure your identity throughout your inner conversation. You can really know where you are with your identity. You can do that with your inner conversation. Are your inner conversations aligned with your goals, or are they holding you back from achieving what you want to achieve? Look at them. What are the the conversation you are having within yourself, not with anyone else, within yourself, deep down inside of you. And this war, this battle is eternal. Yes, it's not just for today or for tomorrow. No, every single time, the struggle, eternal. The conflict is the eternal enterprise. Yes, this conflict is eternal enterprise. The real war in heaven. This is the never-ending struggle. Yes, never-ending struggle of the younger, or you know, the younger inner man of imagination. The younger you, the inner, the younger man is what you want to accomplish. You know, your future self, who you want to become. But it's not already happened, manifested in 3D, in the reality, right? Okay, so you have to incarnate, okay, before you give birth, right? So this is the younger man, right? But the elder is your old reality. Yes, the person you don't want anymore to go with, okay, or to get along with, the person you want to get rid of, your old version that you want to release, or let's say, yes, get rid of. That's it. But that one is very stronger. So powerful. That's why it is written that the battles is not physical. Eh, The battle of world, of this world is not physical. The battle is not physical. The struggle of world is not physical. This is not about power. It is about spirit. Yes, inside of you. The real battle is occurring inside of you, deep down inside of you. No matter stronger you are, no matter who you are, no matter the power you harness, the greatest battles occurs inside of you. That's why it is written in the Bible that it's not about power, your power or your physical strength, or His power. It is only by my spirit that you're going to win. We win by spirit, not by physical power or not by physical strength. So we want to make an inventory about our inner conversation. And we want to really make sure that those conversations are serving us, are our ally towards achieving our goal. And we want to do everything, literally everything, to make them match our desires. This is the pitfall. This is a trap. This is a trap. And we all concerned. We're all concerned because it is an eternal conflict. This is an eternal enterprise. Because you can never, personal development has no finishing line. No, if you accomplish something today, you want to accomplish bigger tomorrow. We just want to grow. Spirit is fuller. Yes, spirit is always for fuller expansion and fuller expression. We just want more. We always want more. If you get a goal achieved today, you want to set a bigger goal and you want to manifest it, etc., 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 etc. There is no end to it. So we all concerned about that, depending on our levels of awareness. Okay, we're not at the same levels of awareness right now. No, we're different levels of awareness. Okay, some may be below, some above, etc., etc. Okay, depending on your life, background. I mean, your experiences, etc., etc. Your life track. Okay, we're not at the same levels of of awareness. That's why we're not doing the same thing. We're not achieving the same results. The goal, which is very difficult to you, may seem very small to others. Why? Because you are not at the same levels of awareness. Awareness is the magic word. Awareness is the magic word. So I really want to invite everyone to pay attention to those conversations deep down inside of each of us. Because this is the trap. This is how we're going to be measured, okay, accordingly. Before, if we ask, we shall be given. That's it. Most of the time, we're not being given what we ask for. Why? Because of that. Because of our inner conversation. Because the Bible says that if you ask, it shall be given. It shall be given. And it's clearly stated that if you have no doubt, inner conversation, negative inner conversation are doubts. They are just an expression of doubt because they reveal your, incapacity. They reveal that you have no right to get access to what you want. They are your biggest enemies, telling you that you are not worthy of accomplishing what you pretend to accomplish. You are not worthy of being, okay, who you pretend to become. So they are an expression of doubt. They just, this is the seat of doubt. And every time they raise, okay, our desire is just pull out. The process of manifestation stop. The process of manifesting stops immediately until you become aware of it, you change it, okay, or you get rid of them, you combat them, and then the process restarts. That's why you can see many people. They are going, they are just moving around. The change is not so huge. Yes, because they order, they cancel, they order, they cancel. Due to the nature of inner conversation they're having. That's the reality. That's how we believe. Like you can never believe that you are healed. You are healed. Or you pray for healing. Okay? But right after the prayer, you see the voice comes out from, okay, deep down inside of you, you say, are you sure that, don't you need drug? Don't you need medication? Are you sure that you are healed? Hey, please pay attention to your health, okay? Take care of you. I should rest. You know, those words want you to be precautious, okay? To be, yes, that's it. You want to manifest a certain amount of money. You want to be financially free. Right after that, you are overthinking how the money is going to come to you. You don't know. You are just you are thinking, you are overthinking. You are imagining all the strategies, the plans. And when you are overwhelmed, you give up. You say, oh, I don't know how it's going to happen. In a conversation, and you return to your old nature. You go back to your old nature. It happens every time. Every time. We are conscious about. We are aware of that. We just do not know how to flip it. We are aware of that. And one of my strategies is to form the habit of no matter what. No matter what. If God wants to give me something, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what people who, no matter the opportunities, no matter what. If God wants to grant me something, no matter what, because God doesn't care about conditions. No, condition are it, condition are human. Okay, are human, and we wanna let it go completely. There is no, if the universe want to grant you something, the moment you ask, it shall be given. That means that the moment you ask for something, at that time it is given. It is given. But you have to receive. If I say this is for you, okay? This book is for you. Okay? It's up to you to come, to pick up. So the receiving. And this is another secret. For the universe, for God, there is no time. Time is an invention of human being. And Mr. Einstein told that there is nothing such as time. Time doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist. We constantly stress Sometimes we stress, over stress, because we're thinking about time. I asked for this since 2 years, but I didn't get it. I asked for this since 5 years, but I didn't get it. Yes. But in the point of God, okay, in the view, yes, in God's point of view, time doesn't exist. So it is given, it is given. Okay? It is given. What you ask for is already given to you. So anyhow, it will manifest. That's just the manifestation. It's like the seed. When you plant the seed in your garden, you don't go back to check if the seed is growing up or not, if the seed is growing or not. You know that since you plant and there is water from the nature, it will grow. You know that. This is a fact. But the same fact that we're going back to check whether the seed is growing or not, it is because we're thinking, okay, of the time. For us, it is too long to manifest because humanity has invented something called time. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they do not receive. 4 years, they do not receive. 5 years, you do not receive. Then you give up completely. But for the universe, time doesn't exist. What is given? It is given. This is for you. This is for you. So the manifestation will unfold. Right? So those are the obstacles we're facing when we want to manifest big things. We want to manifest huge results. Result are steep. Result are skyrockets. Those are the limitation. Conversation. Conversation are served by the time. Time is a perfect align to the negative inner conversation. Yes, because over the time, since your manifestation is taking time, then the inner conversation are going to be negative and they will destroy the seed that you plant, okay, in the earth. They will destroy it. And the seed will never grow, never ever, right? So you want to pay attention to that and cut off and get rid of any negative inner conversation. The only one, the inner conversation you want to develop and nurture and really care about are the inner conversation in perfect alignment with your goal. Yes, it's already done. Thank you. And this is the gratitude. Okay? Thank you. You always want to be in the gratitude state. Always expressing gratitude. And most importantly, being happy, being joyous. Why? If you ask for something, but it is already given to you, how would you feel? Happy, joyous. That's it. So if you are still overthinking, if you are still, overwhelmed, you are sad, because you feel that it's not already happened, you are not believing, you are not in the receiving state. You are just blocking your manifestation. And the negative inner conversation will start up, will just overflow. That's why they become so stronger. And the Bible said they become the giant, the elder that will dominate the whole being and will take possession of you. At that time, no hope. Okay? No hope. We want to take it seriously and reverse the pattern. Reverse the pattern. never go that talk about revision. You want to reverse the pattern, reverse it, and you say no to that voice. No, absolutely no. This is what I want. No matter what happened, no matter I never count time. Since I discovered that time doesn't exist in the spiritual realm, and it is just human invention, I never count time for my manifestation. I just I just ask for guidance, for strength to stay in the gratitude state until I can see it, I can touch it. That is my prayer. But for the time, I don't count it. Because if you want to count the time, 1 year, 2 year, 2 years, you won't be really persistent. You won't be really persistent. You will give up on your goals. So we wanna shift. We really wanna change our inner conversation and match them, okay, with our goals for us to manifest whatever it is that we desire. It is fundamental. It is unquestionable. There is no question about. This is a must do activity, daily activity. And the prerequisite to do that, it is gratitude. Gratitude every single time. And try to, to do the activity that gives you joy. Be joyous. You can listen, put on the music you love to listen to, right? Do what you can do to be happy, to be joyous, as if what you ask for, it is already given to you. That's it. That's the formula to overcome bad and negative inner conversation, which tend to be an eternal enterprise conflict that we have to deal with. And if we put into action this principle, this formula, gratitude, being just, and avoid timing, I can guarantee you that you're gonna win the battle. You're gonna win. Okay, because people won the battle before us. If we put our feet on this, we're gonna win as well. I truly believe that. Yes. People before us who experienced tragedies, they were hopeless, homeless, but they made it happen. If they can do that, so can we. If they can do that, so can we. There is no such thing as a hopeless situation. We can change our destiny. I truly believe that we can change our destiny. If people did that in the past and they're still doing it, then at our turn, we can do that. So I'm going to pause there, Dr. Mida, for your contribution, and later on, Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Jerome, for that so powerful and profound message. It was like water for me. I was just drinking. Really, it deeply resonates with me, with what I also have like as perception on the subject. Tonight we are all actually not only talking about changing thoughts, we are talking about changing the root cause, one of the things that shape our entire life. And you see, it is connected to our identity. And we said that your current result, whatever you have in life today, whether it's your position, your job, your family life, your the type of relationship you have with your partner, right? The type of relationships you have with your colleagues, all the event, everything that happened to you is not by chance. Family is because of your identity. Because as a wise man once said, you could never outperform your own self, your identity. And you see, the thing that is crazy about inner conversations is that it is something that shapes our lives, but still, like it does it in silence. That is the thing. So if you are not aware, if you don't pay attention, you won't even realize. And you put it so well, saying that even for ourselves, who every time try to push the boundaries, right, in terms of manifestation, the life we live, there might be some situations where there is this second voice saying, look, is it realistic? Is it achievable? Like, no, for sure it's achievable, but is it realistic? Do you have all the resources to do that? And this is interesting because then the conversation is ongoing and you need to flip it. So everything you've ever achieved, every door that opened and every failure you've overcome, all of it began with an inner dialogue. Whether you realize it or not, you've been talking to yourself all day long about your health, about your worth, at the workplace, for instance, about your potential, uh, about your place, your status in the society. You've been talking to yourself about your money, the money in your bank account, your relationships, your health. And that invisible conversation has been quietly like scripting your life. And Neville Goddard said something. I was reading one of his book over the week, and he said, your inner speech mirrors your mind, and your mind mirrors your world. So if we want to put it mathematically, It means in simple terms that your inner speech mirrors your world. It mirrors the way you see the world. And this thought that every person lives inside the world of the inner conversation, it means that the world, as you see it, as you perceive it, is actually a reflection of the conversation you maintain, you entertain inside, you nurture inside. And it means that the outer world is nothing more than a sort of echo of those silent dialogues. So if you want to know what you truly believe, look at what other people say, what colleagues or family relatives say, or what anyone else, or even yourself, what you say in public, but to look at what you whisper to yourself in silence in the morning, when you look in the mirror, when you start your day, when you are getting ready in the morning. What is your what does your inner dialogue, inner conversation looks like? That is it. Every time you say within you, I can't afford this. Maybe you are at the supermarket and you say, I can't afford it. It's too expensive. Or uh, you you say, okay, well, I never get lucky. Or it's too late for me. You are not just talking. Brothers and sisters, you are not just talking. You are actually programming your world. You know, like developers, they program an application that you use on your mobile phone. It's just like what you are doing. Let me tell you something. Today, I told my wife, you know, sometimes in the morning, um, she is very stressed because she said to our son, you need to dress up quickly, otherwise we will be late, otherwise you will miss the train. And today I said, don't do that anymore. Don't say that. Because so far, have we ever missed that train? She said, no. I said, so why are you talking about missing the train? You are just programming something. And you know, sometimes we don't even realize it. It starts in the little things. It's just like instructions, small instructions or chunks of instructions that you are sending to your subconscious mind. You are just like planting seeds, and the subconscious never ag. It's not gonna say, "Oh no, I don't want to do it." It just obeys whatever it is that ask it. It will just do it, and that's why Jerome said something that is very critical, and I want to say it again. It is gratitude, being grateful as you are starting your day. Believe in me, it's really important. You may think that, okay, maybe it's not that important, but actually it is. And nowadays, there are even some apps. We are not necessarily promoting anyone here, but there is this app you shared with me, a few weeks or months ago, but it's amazing. It's gonna remind you
Absolutely.
to say, this is time. You need to take some time for yourself to reflect, to think about the things, to be grateful, to list the things you are grateful of. Because let me tell you something. Even if you take the, the bad day ever in your life, there will still be something positive that day. Always. I challenge anyone to tell me that he experienced a day where everything from start to finish was bad. There will always be something positive. Whether it's you are in good health, or maybe you are simply alive. Actually, being alive is not a simple, like it's a miracle. So it's something you may be grateful for. It's really important. So, but you know, now how to really flip the conversation. You said it, but it's so critical that I even want to add up. When your mind says, I'm not ready, you've got to say instantly, I'm ready. You need to change it. You need to change the dialogue. You need to like consider yourself just like an actor because dreaming is free. Your inner conversation doesn't cost you money. So you could afford to dream big, to say no, like you could play like you are the main character in in the film of your life, in the movie of your life. So when it says, uh, I failed again, you say, I learned something priceless from this process. When it says, nothing ever worked out for me, you instantly say, everything works fine for my good. And that is where I join you when you talked about time. Because sometimes, because of time, people might feel impatient. You look, you order something at Amazon or wherever. It's going to take some days to be delivered, right? So don't be impatient. Don't say no. It's not working. You already ordered the thing. Just wait. It should come. So um, you also need to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It's important because feeling is important. You, in my opinion, you need to add, like when you are having this inner conversation, you are playing the role, right? You need also to feel it. And that is something that will accelerate actually the process for manifestation, right? So you speak as it's already done. You feel as it's already yours, whatever it is that you want. Because your subconscious, I'm not the one inventing that. Other people before us said that the subconscious mind does not respond to wishes or whatever. It responds to your state of being. How do you feel? And how you feel is also dictated by your dominant thoughts. And when we talk about thoughts, we talk about conversations, right? Now, let me give you some real life examples. When I meet students who want to get scholarship, and some of them may say, okay, well, Dr. Medad, I want a scholarship, but I don't think I'm good enough. And often I'll ask them one question. I will ask them, what do you say to yourself after you apply? Right? Because, the result is often not determined by the application. The result is determined by the identity behind the application. Because the one who says they'll never pick me when applying will unconsciously write or behave in interview in ways that prove that belief he has about himself. But the one who says, I'm exactly the kind of candidate they are looking for, I'm the right person, I'm the best, he's gonna radiate. He's gonna show confidence, self-confidence, precision in his response and power. He's gonna show that he's actually the best. Even before he apply, or even it's about a job, a job, you know. So it's really important to be grateful every day, because this is something that is gonna affect dramatically your inner conversation. Because then you realize over the day that whatever happened is not that bad, because there are a lot of positive things in your life every single day, and that you are grateful for those positive things. And also, like right now we are talking, what are your inner conversations? Are you thinking in your mind that what the hell is he talking about? No, life is not that. It might be a joke. Are you saying that? Or are you just saying to yourself, well, he's right. And I'm going to flip my inner conversation. I'm going to shift it to something more positive that is aligned with the person, my future self. Because it's only at the moment you shift your inner dialogue that your mind begins to filter opportunities that match your new self-image. Because all those opportunities are already there. It's already there, but you might not even notice them. Why? Because of your identity, your inner conversation that acts like a filter, blocking totally your sight. So you might not even see those opportunities all around you. Because the question is, why is it that in the same country where there are some people complaining all day long, there are people who succeed? They succeed, I'm telling you. They don't even force it. And sometimes it seems so easy, but they succeed. And guess what? sometimes in the same field where others say, no, there is no job. There is no opportunity. Oh, the country is very hard. But there are other people making it happen. Really, look around you. There will always be those people who will succeed. So that is it, your inner conversation. So here's what I would suggest you do tonight. Now, a simple but life-changing exercise, because that is something I did personally, and I could tell you that it worked out very well. Before you go to bed, take a notebook and write down 3 inner conversations that have been holding you back, right? So whether it's about your professional life, your personal life, your social life, your spiritual life, whatever it is that you nurture a conversation that you feel that this is holding me back somehow, maybe from stepping outside of my comfort zone or acting. Is there any innovative idea that you have for you've been holding for months and still waiting for the perfect time for the planets to align perfectly before you start? Just write it down, right? And now we write each one of those things uh, positively, like you flip it on paper. For instance, if your one of your inner conversation is that, okay, when I'm always I always struggle financially, for instance. You know, there are people who always struggle financially before the month, like the month ends, like basically they live paycheck by paycheck, and even they have loans here and there, and really. So if you say, for instance, I always struggle financially, this is the inner conversation, right? Write it down, and then for that, rewrite it and put something like attract wealth through ideas and values, right? Or I attract wealth easily by providing value to others, right? If you say, for instance, I'm not confident in English, or I'm not good at English, and that is the easiest one. Most often, when we ask people to ask questions, to contribute, there are some people who say, oh my God, again, I can't do it. I'm not confident enough. My English is not good at all. I'm not good at this thing. Is it your inner conversation? If it's that, write it down and then flip it. Put, I speak English fluently with growing confidence every day. If you are able to put it on paper, then you could see the process, and then every day you do it in your mind. You don't have necessarily every time to write it down, but then you are aware, because awareness, Coach Jerome talk about something that is really critical. Awareness, the level of awareness. And we do have different level of, who might be aware of everything happening in their life, but others might just be like they they are just there like just passenger of their own life. They are not driving. They are not at the control of their own life. They don't even know what, they are not aware of what is happening in their own life. And the last one, if one of your inner conversation, because you've been always in situations, or you think that you've been always in situations where they picked other people, they gave opportunities to other people are progressing, they are going, they are succeeding, but you are only the one left behind. Because I know this might be the case of a lot of people. Just write it. Maybe if your inner conversation about that particular thing is I'm lucky in opportunities, you write it down and then you flip it. Okay, I'm I am a magnet for opportunities that match my skills, my gift, my competencies, for instance, right? And when you do that, you read these new statements aloud. You could do it each night before you sleep. That's why I said three. Because if you have to do it, maybe there might be more than three things you need to change. But don't rush it out. Don't rush the process out. Just start, and then you could gradually increase. Then you start with three or even a single one, and you read it aloud each night before you sleep. You feel you feel it truly, but because feeling is also really important. Don't just say them like say okay to do the. Don't just say them, but feel it as if you already have it. If you already are that person. I know of people who in the supermarket, every time they will check the price tag. Every time they are not checking the quality of what they are buying, but they check the price first. I know people when they go at the restaurant, even when they want to please themselves, when they take the menu, what they are looking for first is not what is in the menu. It's the price. And this is grounded in the kind of inner conversation they have about money, right? And I'm sure that even if you do that for 7 days or 21 days or I don't know, 30 days, you will yourself start noticing some differences inside, not necessarily outside, not yet outside, but inside. You feel more confident, for instance, when I take the second example or the last one, I don't remember when we talk about English. If you repeat that every night before going to bed, the positive, the flipped conversation, you repeat it, you read it aloud, you do it maybe for, I don't know, for 1 month, you will notice that every time you don't have this anxiety anymore when it comes to speak, to talk in English, right? And that is the signal that it works. And you could adapt it now to bigger achievement, bigger goals, right? So now I'm not going to develop any longer because I think that there are more than enough. And now I think we would open our Q&A section to where we will invite you really to share your contribution, questions as well. Or maybe, I don't know, if you wish, you could share what inner conversations you discovered in yourself that you think you need to walk to flip to become that better version of yourself that you want to be, right? So, um, Jerome, if you it's fine with you, then we
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you very much, Josephine.
thank you so much. So, um, I would, as always, uh, Dr. Muriel, are you
Good
there?
evening. Yes, I'm there. Good evening, Dr.
Good.
Veda. Good evening, Coach Jerome. And good evening, Mr. Gervais and Mr. or Mrs. Mason. I'm so happy to be in this meeting this evening about inner conversation. And you did it very well. And it is so good because talk about it, help people to be aware about this thing and how to manage them so to create the best future for us and for people who surround us and also for our work like that. We have each of day inner conversation and sometimes it's like inconscious reflection and we do it maybe a consciousness or with awareness. And talk about it today, help us to master it and to like guide our inner conversation for what we want to really. And we already said in this meeting that pray is also the way to convince our mind about what we want. And if we want something, we can train our mind or train our inner conversation about it. So to get it, and you are totally right. All that you said is totally right, and I agree totally. And sometimes we are like discouraged about our results on and knowing that we can flip our mind so to be always positive and this positiveness can more attract the best thing is really important. And me too. He helped me to to be more conscious about it because sometimes I'm like thinking that I want more, and sometimes it's like you are late like that. You are late, and it is not you are late. You just to flip your mind and to work on it, to work on what you want. And I think also in the past we talk about faith and be faithful also is a way to convince us about what we really want. And definitely no matter we will achieve it if we are like 100% 100% confident about it or 100% convinced totally our mind about it. And it is in this way we can achieve it. I I notice also in some conversation that be fully sure about one thing is that you already achieve it. And it is true. And it is true. It is sometimes the doubt about something which like drop us in fail. I can say like that. In the morning when we wake up, we are like writing down our goal of the day. But in if through our day we can like revise our goal, it is the way to be aware about the really goal. And when I try it sometime, it helps me to really achieve it. Because in the day we are like sometimes distracted, and we go out of what we plan rapidly. So have, like you said, inner conversation help us to like revise what we really plan, so to achieve it. And you are totally right. So thank you. Thank you so much. We are like not only our desire, but it's also our our inner conversation. Yes, we are like so many, and it is to convince
Yes,
all of part of
yes,
us. Yes, all of part of us to achieve it, because sometimes we desire something and it is like we desire, it is some part of us who desire it, and we have to convince um the other parts of us so to go through to have it like that. So thank you. This is what I wanted to add, and I can also come back on it. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We always appreciate your contribution, you know. So yeah, you said a lot of really important things, and sharing your experience also is important, but because then we could realize that it's not something that's just specific to a certain type of person. Like everyone could experience it, and maybe at a different levels, right? But anyway, it's something that is within us, that duality, and we need to control it. We need to deal with it, and always uh, uh, trust the process. And yes, I think that it will always all right. Thank you so much. So, um, uh, guys, I hope you understood. Ladies first. So don't um don't take it wrong. So now I will invite Jeve. Are you there? Jeve.
if I may speak, I don't think she, I don't think she can speak English right now.
Okay.
She's a newcomer, a beginner, so
Okay.
yes.
Okay, good. Anyway, thanks for joining, and yeah, following the conversation, the discussions, and we truly hope that um, the discussions and everything, Coach Jerome and myself, and enriched by Dr. Muriel's contribution would also help. Okay, so Vincent, are you there? Vincent?
Yes.
Ah, she's a lady too. Okay. Uh,
Hello.
If Dr. Meda allows,
yeah.
can you turn on your camera, please, so that we can see who is behind the social beautiful name, Misa?
Thank you so much. I wish you
Ah, I know her.
I wish you a good work.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for attending. And if uh, I may ask, do you have any question regarding uh, everything we heard, we learned today about our inner conversation? Is that there anything you think uh, needs more clarification?
For time education.
Sorry?
I said that for time education.
Ah, okay. So there is uh, no question. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much for participating in this conference. Um, Jerome, I don't know if you wanna say um, something before we wrap everything up and conclude.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Dr. Meda, uh, for putting this session together. I know it is not easy at all. You got prepared for that with your personal efforts, your professional constraints, but you show up every time with the same commitment. I want to pay you a huge tribute on behalf of the Positive Mindset Institute. Thank you very much. We really appreciate, and all those people who are benefiting from the services we are rendering. Please be blessed. Okay, and in addition to that, I want to also thank Dr. Muriel because she's always committed. She's always with us, showing up. I love people who are committed. I want to tell you, I really love people who are committed because those are the higher achievers. That's, you know, life is not about those who really make it happen are not those who are talented. Take any area, any walks of life. Those who are really making it happen, they are not those who are really talented, but they are those who are consistent. Decision. I think we want to host, a full, complete webinar on decision. Decision is a power, right? Those who are making it in life are those who are committed, who take irrevocable and committed decision. They say, this is what I want. No matter what happen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna always do that. Right. So I really appreciate Dr. Muriel, your presence, your commitment, and I think you will be rewarded. Okay. And beyond you, every attendee and our YouTube audience, please, we're very grateful, Dr. Meda and I, we're very grateful for the attention you give into our messages. Okay. Um, this is going to be a conclusion from my part. And I wanna I wanna be on the same page with Dr. Maria when she said that we, in reality, in fact, we, the expression of our inner conversation. That's another way to say that we expressing our identity. Yes. We, the results of our inner conversation. So if you see a person who has a negative tendency, just know that this is the expression of the person inner conversation. And my goodness, Dr. Meda put it very well. See, in our country and everywhere in the world, people are crying. The things are not going, etc. But at the same time, in the same environment, same country, other people are succeeding. Man, let's really think. How is it that at the same time, the same environment, sometimes for the same business, same professional career, some are really making happen while others are stuck. That shows us one lesson. Their success is not tied to the condition, to the realities. No, it is tied to who they really are, their identity, their inner conversation. Because we're really powerful. We're God's image. So we can turn things around. We can change the course of our life. I truly believe that. We can change the course of our life. And this is the heart of our message at the Positive Mindset Institute. That you have the power, you hold the power within your hands. And it's up to you to serve yourself. You make it whatever you desire. You choose to use the power to serve you, not to destroy you, right? We really got the power within us, within our hands. But it's up to us to make it what we desire. Some use the power to serve themselves, others use to destroy the life, simply. So we need to be aware of that. Positive Mindset Institute is dedicated to, raising the awareness of people across the globe so that they know who they really are, the power within them, and make a good use of it to make things happen, to live life in their own terms. This is our mission. We're on a mission. And for this to happen, we want to change, we want to flip our inner conversation. They are so rooted, deeply rooted in our mind, deep down. And that's where God checks. If you ask anything, you ask for anything, God knows God will never we never be checking, just your words. And it is even reading the Bible. God doesn't think as we think. He doesn't see as we see. But he goes deep down to check the inner conversation we're having. Otherwise, anytime we ask, God is ready. God is always ready. Imagine your children. One of your child asks you for something. You're ready to give it to him because you have it. Your child is your creation. It's your love. You can never prevent him or her from having whatever it is that it is available and within your reach. The same principle applies to God. But here, to ask and consider that it is given, we have to make sure that our inner conversation align with what we ask for. Okay. And then the implication, I mean, the state of being, and Dr. Meda said it, the state of being should be a state of gratitude, already having it. If you already have whatever you ask for, will you be struggling? Will you be fighting? Will you be overthinking? Will you be overwhelmed by the worries, the stress, etc.? I don't think so. I don't think so. You have it. Then you rest. You rest and you enjoy. You really enjoy. If you really believe that you ask and it is already given to you, why are you, chasing success? Why are you fighting? Why are you struggling? Why are you putting the others under stress to give you something? Yes, give me, give me, give me. Why? Is the other person your God? No, no. That's why relationship with God should be, the most important relationship on a man lifetime. Yes. What is your relationship with God? If you ask for something, you truly believe that it is already given to you. Why are you still stressing? Why are you, fighting against the tide? Why? It just shows up that you are not believing, and you do not believe. You are pretending to believe in God, but in reality, you are not believing. You are believing in your circumstances. You believe in your inner conversation. You believe in people to change your life. Then they are betraying you. They are betraying you. I love relationship with God. Yes, I think it becomes the biggest matter of my life because I know that God will never betray, never ever. God is all about principle. You fill out the condition, the principles, and God does the rest. Always, no matter who you are, where you are from, no matter, no matter, no matter. So let's cast out our negative inner conversation. Let's just cast them out, definitely, and become so, determined, committed, okay, to make our life, I mean, a beautiful one, enjoyable one, a life which really reflects the glory of God. The glory of God, because we're God's image. And ever since, we shall reflect God's glory in our daily life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. So I'm gonna sum everything up, and also this will be my concluding remarks. So our seminar today focused on inner conversation, and we defined it as a powerful tool for personal transformation. So we emphasized that our dominant internal dialogue shapes our identity and life outcome, our results. So changing negative inner conversations through awareness, gratitude, and feeling the reality of the desired outcomes can manifest positive changes in life. Now, as always, here are a few take-home messages First one is that inner conversations act as highways directing our thoughts toward abundance or limitation, which of course is going to shape our external reality. This means there is a duality within us, and alignment of our daily inner conversation with our goals is essential for manifestation. Now, negative inner conversations represent things like doubt and can block manifestation. This is clear. And they often stem from past experiences and also a poor identity, right? Now, awareness, belief systems, and acceptance of truth form the basis of inner conversation. So it's important to raise one's awareness to be able to flip these negative conversations. And the last, but not the least, is that gratitude and feeling. And I want to add like also acting as if goals are already achieved, for sure, is going to accelerate manifestation and help overcome negative inner conversations. Now, let's remember that your inner world is like a factory, right, of your outer world, of your reality, of your life. And since it's a factory, it means that you can design the best life you want, the best world you want. And it's reachable. Everyone could do it. So pay attention to your inner conversations. Step out, flip them. You might fail a few times. To remember, when you fail, you need to stand up. Keep doing it. Right? And that is how we change the narrative. We change the future. We change your life. Change destiny. Because as a creature created the image of God, you have the power to create your own life. Contribute creating life. We give birth to human beings, which is like it's mind-blowing. Why can't we create the life out? Always do it. There are tons of examples out there. We just need to do what works. Because remember, doing the same things again and again will always lead to the same result, the result you have now. So if you are not satisfied by your current result, it means you have to change something. And what you have to change is not how hard you work on your work, on your job, but it is how hard you work on yourself. So start by changing your inner conversation, by flipping it towards something that is more positive and matches your future self. and then you will be a testimony. Right? Thank you so much for your commitment attending this section, and have a very bright week ahead, and see you next Saturday.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. God bless you. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.